Friends, welcome back. In this session, I'm going to give you some very good guidelines that you can follow if you have just recovered from COVID, and these can be regarded as the post-discharge guidelines, do's and don'ts. I have referred a lot of documents, I have listened to a lot of doctors, and I'm able to get you this. I hope this definitely helps you. In case you find any new points that has to be added, please let me know. I'll add that in the comment sections as well. First, if you have just recovered from COVID or if you are fighting COVID, don't worry, you will recover soon, and congratulations, you are a fighter. You have crossed the river almost, the tough times are over. Being a little more careful for next few days is going to save you as well as your family. All these documents are prepared through a lot of reading. Many resources have been referred, and I'm sure I need to thank all those resources. And there are so many guidelines available for what to do not to get COVID, but there are very minimal resources available for what to do after getting COVID. So there is where I found that this video could be helpful for you. Right. You have just recovered, you have to get yourself discharged and you need to go home. Please do not go by public transport. You cannot put others into risk. You have to go by private transport, arrange your own mode of transport and go. The appropriate mode of transport for you to reach home from the hospital if you are hospitalized is going to help not only you but also others. Make sure you take all the necessary guidelines, the tablets, the prescriptions, everything from the doctor without fail before you leave the hospital. The first 7 days are very crucial. You have to go with home isolation. The experts say make sure that you have a separate room. I know that it's very difficult for people to do this in the cities where it is very congested, but if you have a facility, please go ahead with a separate room. You should have an eye on your body temperature and oxygen levels. If you find it deviating from the prescribed levels, please reach the doctor immediately. Make sure that you do not allow any visitors and you do not visit any place. For minimum of 14 days is prescribed, but first 7 days is very crucial. Please do not allow anybody to visit you and you do not visit any places. Please have very good ventilation in your room. Keep the windows open. Please keep the windows open. Have a very good air circulation inside and do not go out. Stay home. This is going to help you as well as your family and others. Eat healthy food, no junk foods please. The oxygen circulation should be very good and the fresh air should come in and go out from your room, and that's most important point that I would like to highlight you. The first 14 days are still crucial and you need to understand something. What are the things that I can share with my family, with my members in the family? You cannot share the apparels, the bed, the gadgets like mobile phones or laptops. Please do not share them with your family members at least for 14 days. Please do not go for any party, any family gatherings, weddings, cremations or rituals. Please avoid going. First 14 days is very crucial. You cannot share the bed, you cannot share the phone, you cannot share the towel, the laptops or any gadgets for that matter, and there is a chance that you can infect others. So please make sure that you are safe in that. And frequent sanitizing is required for all these items that I have displayed. The bathroom items, the sanitary items there in the bathroom, the switches, the electric switches, whatever we have at home, the lavatories, the floors, the door handles, the toys, the remote, the keys, all these require sanitizing. You must sanitize them properly and make sure that all these are handled appropriately. If you touch that, we prefer you not to give it to others for them to handle it. In case they have to touch it before using that, it's better that they sanitize it and they use it. The cloth washing is to be paid some attention as well. If possible, wash all the cloths in the hot water with Dettol or Savlon kind of stuff being used, and please put the cloths in the direct sunlight. You need to dry the cloths with the direct sunlight, and sun is a medicine. It's a natural medicine, the sunlight. So please use that. Iron the cloths after the wash. This definitely helps. And do not give the cloths to the dhobi or to anybody for washing or ironing for first 14 days at least, so that it saves them. They do it for their life and they cannot or they should not catch COVID from you unnecessarily. So please make sure that your cloth washing guidelines are properly followed. Hand washing. People say that if this is done properly, you will stay away from COVID for sure. Wash hands frequently. Soap is sufficient. 20 seconds is the minimum time that they suggest that you need to wash the hands. Wash thoroughly and no need to really go for sanitizer every time because it's pretty expensive, as well as soap is sufficient and soap does all the work. And if you are at home, please use soap, that's sufficient. Only when you go out, if you do not have water for you to wash your hands frequently, you can go with sanitizer, but otherwise this is sufficient. And wash after you come back from somewhere, but the first 14 days I prefer you not to go anywhere. After you touch any surfaces, please wash. Before eating, this is mandatory. After coughing or sneezing, please wash, and better to stay away from people who cough and sneeze frequently, and tell them to wear masks. That's very much important. Now, masks and gloves. Well, we have come out of COVID. Is there a necessity that we need to go with masks? Yes, absolutely. Wear it properly. You need to first wash your hands before you touch the mask. Most of us do not do it, unfortunately. Please wash your hands properly. And you need to wash your hands with sanitizer or with soap. If you are at home, go with soap and wash it thoroughly for 20 seconds. And then pick up the mask by touching ear loops only. Do not touch the mask in the center of it. It doesn't solve the purpose. It actually totally collapses. And then wear it properly. Make sure that you are covering up the nose, mouth and the chin properly with the mask. Leaving the nose out of the mask is of no use. It's actually like you are not wearing the mask. So make sure that you use it properly. And after the usage, you need to dispose of the gloves and masks if you use any. And in fact, we are supposed to burn it properly. If you do not know how to burn it, at least dispose it of properly so that it won't infect others. Make sure that you follow these guidelines. Diet. This is one thing that we need to pay a lot of attention. Drink a lot of water. Experts suggest that it's 3 to 4 liters of water that you need to drink every day. Coconut water, if you get, there is nothing like that, and it's a gift. Vegetables and fruits are to be consumed more, and only homemade food is suggested to be taken. Please don't eat any junk food. Eat easy to digest food. You cannot have complicated, tough food which your digestive system finds it difficult to digest. Add turmeric wherever you can. Really, this helps. Add turmeric really wherever you can. This really helps us out in fighting any sort of diseases. Particularly, it has got a lot of immunity added to your body. Steaming really helps you. Expose the face, nose, and throat to the steam, and do this every day. Even if you are not susceptible to catch COVID, if you do this, you can really stand solid against COVID, and COVID won't reach you that easily. So please steam yourself properly with hot water, and this will help you. And make sure that you expose your face, nose, and throat. Do not smoke. Do not drink. At least for these days, it really helps, and you can come out of the habit as well if you have that habit as addicted one. Sleep well, and minimum of 8 hours sleep is prescribed by the doctors, and you should sleep well, and all is well. And you can learn simple breathing exercises, practice yoga. There are a lot of websites which teach us yoga. There are a lot of online tutorials that are available where you can learn yoga. Grow plants if you feel very isolated. You can buy some small plants and start growing it. Really gives you a lot of relaxation when you grow that. Be active. Isolation is not a punishment. It is the minimum required time that your body needs, that your mind needs. You can use this time to understand yourself well. Don't feel that as a punishment. This is not a punishment. Nobody is going to punish you. It's going to be the time that God has given you, that the nature has given you to recover. And please follow the guidelines sincerely. You are a COVID warrior and you are going to recover. You can fight this. You can come out of this. If you can't, nobody can. Let's fight COVID together. Hope this helps. In case you have any questions, please type it in the comment section. I'll be able to find out answers and I can get back to you. If you like the channel, the content, please subscribe. Thank you.